Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Buongiorno.
Hello everybody and welcome to another epic but ultimately disappointing edition of Journos, the show where we talk about some of the stories of the week you might have missed. From DCUFM World Headquarters in the heart of Dublin City University, I'm Kevin Kelly.
I'm Aidan Delaney.
I'm Ryan McBride.
And as always, we've got some incredible stuff to talk about, including a Czech nurse versus the Nazis, ISIS threatening to invade Russia, and even a TD acting like a slug.
Remember, you can get in touch with the show on our Twitter page by tweeting us at BonJournosDCUFM, liking our Facebook page, or messaging the studio directly at dcufm.com.
We absolutely love when you get in touch. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm not too bad, thanks.
It was a good week. It was a lovely week. Of course, yesterday was the big day, the day we've all waited for. My birthday. But apart from that, also Budget Day. Budget 2015 was unveiled in Dáil Éireann. Yes, to massive applause. The Minister for Finance, Michael Noonan, and Minister for Public Expenditure, that's his title?
Yes, something like
Brendan
that.
Howland stood up in the
money
Dáil
man.
to all, of course, the very angry opposition. They're always angry. They're never happy. And delivered all the budget news for the year ahead, including some tax breaks. What else was it? What stuff happened?
There was cigarettes went up 40 cents, so that was.
So anyone here smoke? No.
What?
Does anyone here smoke?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's good.
Of course not. We don't promote
For
smoking.
all of you that do, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. 40 cents. That's what? Half a bus journey. Not even half a bus journey. That's what it costs to step on the bus.
That's true.
Anyway, what we've got here is a list of some of the important things that happened, that was announced yesterday in the budget, that is important to students across the country, and of course right here in DCU. So we're just going to kick off with some of the highlights. So that is, of course, the first one is cigarettes have gone up 40 whole cent. And of course, along with cigarettes is the cost of lung cancer has now gone up to over €5,000. That's an awful lot.
Some good news though, because there was no change in alcohol or petrol, which means that drink driving will still remain the country's national pastime, ahead of begrudgery and a bit of moaning, you know.
That's you. A new tax on unhygienic hands in pubs across the country. If your hands are in any way sticky, you must buy everyone a pint, but must not touch any of them, because you have manky hands, obviously.
I agree with that one.
My favourite pub is actually called the Maggie Hands. Rain has been taxed. This is hugely controversial. Rain has been taxed, and this has prompted yes, rain itself,
yeah.
which has prompted the Lord God Almighty, blessed be His name, to ring Liveline and complain to Joe Duffy, and because of course we all know God Himself is a single father, and now he has to pay the rain tax for the entire planet, the entire human population.
It's tough, even if you're a sentient being. The budget for the Department of Government Junkets has been increased to over €1 billion to accommodate James Riley's need for more than one seat on the plane. I mean, he's ballooning a bit now, isn't he? Leo Varadkar has already announced that he will visit Liberia next month to seek ideas on improving our health system and how to perform a successful coup d'etat.
James Riley, Minister for Pastries.
Yes.
A new tax break for those who wear only one strap in their backpacks, as you do, because they're cool as anything,
I don't
It's the
agree.
best. I agree with that. I demand for this to be implemented.
So that's the list of really the points of the budget that really affect you. And earlier on today, we actually reached out to Minister Michael Noonan to appear on the show to give his thoughts and answer some of our questions. But he was very busy coughing up so much phlegm that we just couldn't accommodate him on the show. He sounds like a
I
cement.
literally couldn't make out what he was saying.
He sounds like a cement mixture full of couscous.
Hashtag Lemsa for Noonan.
Hashtag Lemsa for Noonan. Surely the Minister for Health should have stopped the Dáil speech and said, "Listen, Michael, you sound manky. We just go sit down."
I mean, it sort of, he was giving us all good news, so we didn't want him to stop. Really,
Alright, so we've got plenty more stories ahead right here on Journos on DCUFM. Right now, I think we're going to take a bit of music, are we?
I think that's the
We
idea.
are.
Anyhow, but,
Right, are we taking some music?
What are we looking for?
Oh,
Anything
let's open this, and we click this, and maybe some
since the day it's in it with the budget and all, I think money is pretty much on everybody's mind. So a bit of money, Pink Floyd.
Okay. I'll get that on for you now.
we play that there.
I forgot the button.
But there we go.
That's not it.
That's
No,
not the button.
that's silence.
He's forgotten that button too.
Oh, there we go. I hear something.
That's the wrong song.
We're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Journos right here on DCFM. What do you think? What do you say we talk about some stories, gentlemen?
I'd just like to apologise because obviously that wasn't Money by Pink Floyd, but of course we went into budget day expecting the worst, and we broke on through to the other side. So.
We made it work.
Safe.
We did make it work.
Okay.
Disaster.
That's not disaster. It's fun. We're students. All right, let's get into the stories. This one caught my fancy. This is just absolutely unbelievable. Mead is it? What's her? I think it's Mead East is her constituency. Regina Doherty. She was in the run to become a junior minister, but she didn't get that, and we think we know why. She has admitted. She put up a status on Facebook that was just absolutely bizarre. She said, "I know nobody," and I quote this, "I know nobody will read my status, but sometimes when I'm bored, I get wrapped up in a sleeping bag and lather butter all over myself and slide around the kitchen floor, pretending I'm a slug."
This isn't a Dear Ryan article, is it?
No.
No, okay.
Not yet.
It might be next week. What? What is this?
I imagine it's a point of nobody listens to politicians, so I'm going to say something crazy so people will listen to me.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worked because I choose to believe that this is real. And no matter what,
It's not like you're talking about
Beautiful
aliens.
thing. She's a member of Fine Gael, the governing party, so I like to imagine they all do this. The Fine Gael Ardèche, where they all have the big talk, Enda stands up and says how great this party is. Afterwards, they all
when
just
the cameras go off.
When David Davenport takes off his wig and goes home, I'd like to imagine they all put on sleeping bags, lather themselves in butter, and go for an old roll around the floor.
I love it.
That's fantastic. But I'm sorry, I put the mic there. But
lay your blanket on the ground.
there is a reason behind this. Apparently, this she posted this message to draw awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Week.
I don't get that.
Nothing says breast cancer like a slug's.
Yeah.
This is what she then put up later. I appear to have caused a bit of a stir with my post last night. Hope I didn't offend anybody. And thanks to all my lovely friends who texted me to tell me I'd been hacked. Oh
no.
dear. We didn't read that part. Anyhow, it was me. Oh wait, she was.
So she wasn't hacked.
This is
I'm confused.
This is a developing story. It's part of a campaign to get people's attention so we can tell you it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an issue that is close to my heart. What?
If anything, I think she's kind of making a laugh of breast cancer awareness.
She kind of, yeah.
She really is. I mean, breast cancer is they've done incredible stuff. Everybody's, you see the colour pink, it's obviously tied to breast cancer awareness. And now she's decided, pink? Oh no, why don't we just dress up as slugs and roll around my floor in Mead East?
I mean, I get the idea of being original in that. And, we had the no makeup selfies and that sort of stuff for breast cancer, but dressing up as a slug.
Yeah. It's the Irish.
Can't see it catching on, going viral and people putting up videos.
The dressing up as a slug challenge.
Yeah.
It's a new ice bucket thing. Takes a bit more planning and a bit more insanity, but.
And the water will be a bit more sticky.
Okay. And there's a trail left behind you. You can follow where it goes. Apparently, the Irish Cancer Society is lobbying the government to extend breast check, for which would just cost the state just €3 million.
A lousy €3 million would save 87 lives.
3 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how much is one life worth? Is anyone here good at math?
No. We're journalists.
Saws, guys.
But okay. If someone asked you to dress up as a slug, roll around on your floor covered in butter, and then make a Facebook status out of it, probably with video, for €3 million, would you?
€3 million?
I'd do it for one.
Exactly. Yeah.
€1.
Wow. Okay. All right, so that's the epic tale of Regina Doherty. She's got a special place in our hearts now, I think.
But another special lady is coming up right here, right now. I actually admire this woman. Kevin, tell them all about it.
This is, I don't think we have her name, do we?
Unfortunately, it doesn't say her name. She's
the femme fatale.
Yeah.
Well, she's a I guess it was Czechoslovakian nurse in the 1930s who, it has turned out, slept with Nazi soldiers to give them STDs and kill them.
What a heroic act.
That's incredible. They made a movie about some guy trying to blow up Hitler. This deserves a movie.
Exactly. I mean, Tom Cruise could definitely do this right.
A different kind of movie, but a movie all the same. She worked at
the 1930s version.
She worked at a local hospital, and she decided to take action after she was actually raped by a Nazi soldier after the occupation in 1938. That is okay, don't go to court over that. Just give them
get your
all
own
STD.
back.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story. There's all these wonderful stories about in World War II about especially women coming out doing these incredible things that no one's heard about, and this is absolutely one of them. This is just so impressive.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to her.
I mean, think about it as well. But she must have the STD as well.
Exactly, but she's using it for a good cause.
She must have some collection though.
She,
That's true, yeah.
She must use so much. Oh no, actually, I'm not gonna.
yeah, no, go, keep that for dear Ryan. This is, I mean, this is biological warfare. This is chemical warfare.
And it's working, obviously, because we beat them.
We
yeah.
beat them, yeah, USA.
We
Well, okay,
Well, we were neutral.
We-
yeah.
we sent you flowers.
Yeah, we signed Hitler's memorial book. That wasn't a crowning moment in Irish history, was it?
Maybe it was ironic. Oh, sorry.
On the other side of the war, one of my favourite stories from the war was the British used to, the Secret Service and all these sort of great plans. Did you ever hear about the fact that they were going to try fill Hitler's drinks with like estrogen to make him more feminine, so he would stop? I mean, that was brilliant. But another one was that they were afraid of, obviously spying was, throughout the war, and you couldn't trust anybody. There was spies and, double bluffing yourself and that sort of stuff. But the British decided that the one way to get someone to really show their true colours was to try to impregnate certain women they thought were German spies, because using your logic here, when you're in child labour, it's such an intense pain that you can't help but scream out in your own natural tone,
Mother
in
tongue.
your language, in your mother tongue.
That's incredible. That's impregnating.
I don't know whether it ever worked or they ever tried it.
I've never been in labour before, but I can imagine.
You're Fine Gael man.
I never spoke Irish.
Hey.
Oh.
So if you got if you got someone from the west of Ireland and got them a woman and got them pregnant, wouldn't they start screaming in Oscuelga?
If you have any, people from the west here, come and we'll give it a go. Hey,
Please
No.
get in touch with the show. What could possibly go
what could
wrong?
possibly go wrong?
All right, and our final story before we go to another song is ISIS, which is just a horrible group of people, terrible group of people.
I think they're fantastic. I love what they're doing.
Oh wow, okay. This is ISIS from Archer. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
ISIS. I thought you said
Nah,
I thought we were
Ice
talking
Baby.
about. I thought we
Oh,
were talking about Egypt here.
No,
Sorry. Okay, back to back.
that's my favorite god. An ISIS leader who was actually from Russia. His name is Tarkan Batrashvili.
nice.
Nailed it.
Nice,
Tarkan Bashvili.
Brian Kerr impression there.
He plays for Drimna United, Drimna Celtic. He's also known as Omar al-Shishani or Omar the Chechen.
Very nice.
He has claimed that the militant group plans to invade Russia. Now,
I don't know what anybody else feels about this, but I mean, an enemy of an enemy is a friend, right? But
True.
which one is our friend?
I don't know.
I think we need to take a poll on this. Put it up on Facebook later.
I think we might do that.
We do.
It's a fairly good idea. So,
Are we seriously asking people who were more on the side of ISIS or Russia?
Well,
Russia
it's
did
an
have
interesting
a
question.
lovely little Winter Olympics there.
They did.
Indeed.
Spending 40 billion on it and then making most people in Sochi homeless.
But, you
And
know,
they did have the Formula 1 at the weekend as well.
That's very true.
All those
That's-
cars went really, really
But then
fast.
Hamilton won, so.
I
So-
think they're starting an alliance before our very eyes.
Oh. I mean, what happened the last time someone tried to invade Russia? Look what happened.
They
It doesn't-
froze.
They froze.
Napoleon,
Yeah.
everybody.
Siege.
Why don't they just try to go for Finland
I mean-
next while they're at it?
I mean, if German people froze, imagine what it's going to be like for people who lived in the Middle
Yeah,
East
who
normally.
live in these like Sahara type desert.
They get to Greece and they're like, oh no, this is too cold. I'm done. So apparently this guy, Omar the Chechen, he rang his father, who was still in Russia, and he said, don't worry, Dad, I'll come home and show the Russians.
Nice.
I'm sure
That's-
Putin is there shaking in his big leather manly boots.
His
If
Uggs.
he-
He's shaking in his Uggs. Sorry.
And that he killed the bears.
I have many thousands following me now, and I'll get more. We'll have our revenge against Russia.
Whoa. This is getting
Don't
deep.
tell Ukraine. They'll want to get in on this.
Exactly. And
Petro
don't tell
Poroshenko,
the-
You
don't
can't
tell
Ukrainian
the US
Ukrainian
either.
president.
Hey
Oh.
guys.
The IS, I think they're called the IS now, aren't they?
What's-
Islamic State. I don't know. Them Egypts over there.
Those bad guys.
The back. They issued a video threatening to include Chechnya into its self-proclaimed Islamic Caliphate. Did you see the map of that?
No, I mean that has to be a huge amount away.
They want to take over parts of Spain and Portugal. Yo,
Exactly. Like,
Ryan has sound effects. He's very happy. How will they even get that far?
like, I mean,
The what?
Boats? No.
camels
Yeah.
working on special
Alright.
swimming camels.
Jesus, we're bordering on
I
steroids.
didn't mean that literally how they would get there.
Planes.
It's got through all of Europe. Is there a train that goes from North Africa to Europe?
I don't know. There should be.
They'd have to go the long way around though, because
Like Gibraltar.
There's a sea in the way. Gibraltar.
Yeah,
You can
walk.
see Africa from Gibraltar. I've been there. I've been there.
Ah,
Listen, if Ireland bet Gibraltar, so could ISIS. We can all agree on that. Well, okay, so we're on the team of Russia. So how about?
I got.
Okay.
Well, okay. I've got a very loose
Oh, you feel
connection here. It's called the Star of the County Down. Because the Star, you know, the
The
Star.
Star.
Yeah.
And of course, County Down, Moscow, that
Yeah,
whole connection.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh,
So I'll throw the
I
on.
like this song, so I approve.
Okay. I'll throw it on now.
That's
Near Banbridge Town, ladies and gentlemen. Star of the County Down there because, of course, up down.
Because down, you're next.
Down's in the northeast. And you know what else is in the northeast?
Russia.
Oh wow, wow,
We are really getting out of jail here.
that's incredible. Do you know what else? Down is on planet Earth. Do you know what else is on planet Earth?
Jeez.
Not Jesus, no. Russia.
Not
What?
anymore.
Not anymore.
He's coming.
Right, Aidan, you've got this next story.
We do an awful lot of news stories here, but I thought, sport needs its because
It needs
pretty
its
much-
platform
It
here.
needs its platform, and
It's
I
as
have
crazy
a
as
huge
anything
interest
else.
in sport. And of course, everybody knows about the huge signing over the summer by Manchester United, who is, of course, Radamel Falcao.
That they didn't actually sign.
Wow,
Like, kind of.
it's a foregone conclusion, really.
I think he's
But
just there
Radamel
for the pants.
Falcao, he's a fabulous striker. Played in Monaco. Played.
Oh,
in,
wonderful.
Played at Manchester United.
played at Manchester United. But
I believe he's a man.
He is, of course, a man of many talents. I mean, a lot of people think that footballers just sit around and just get paid, but of course, no. Falcao has decided that he's not going to abide by that stereotype, and he has got himself a parrot. Now, parrot,
Yeah.
lovely bird.
Yeah.
And parrots. The parrot is called Coco, who now knows to celebrate whenever Falcao scores.
Ah.
Which is
That's
it's a
so
lovely
cute.
little story,
This is
isn't
like
it?
Air Bud,
Oh my
except
god.
with parrots.
The teddy bird has been taught to squawk "Gol de Falca," which is, of course, goal by Falcao.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Go to Falcon! Go to Falcon! Sorry.
There is actually a video of it. We'll probably put it up on the Facebook page.
We will.
On the Twitter, so you can see for yourself. It might just be a very loose. We know all about being loose. But,
So, does this mean that the board has to be watching the television, or is the board in the stadium when it happens?
or do they have like
They're on the same
psychic
wavelength.
mind-
Is he the guy that announces substitutions?
Substitution.
He's as interesting as the guy that does that. Have you ever heard the guy that does it in the Aviva Stadium?
Yes.
He sounds just.
Well, they've actually got a new one because
Oh, have
the
they?
guy is retired. Yeah.
Oh, thank God, because he was too. What? Was that parrot? The parrot also plays Battleship.
True.
There's another story. Last week we had a theme of Iran.
You shot my battleship.
That's a paddling. Last week we had the theme about Iran, which is basically a new Ireland. Well, this week we're staying with the theme of parrots because we've got a story about a parrot who went missing for years and returned with a returned speaking Spanish
With a Spanish accent.
with a Spanish accent.
He was listening to too much Crystal Swing.
Yeah.
So was he
What?
drinking tequila?
Oh,
Or was he talking
you Donegal
dirty?
No.
Sorry.
We'll
Crystal
just ignore that.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads.
Never happened.
Sorry.
We're going to have to cancel Crystal Swing on the show next week. Sorry about that. 4 years the parrot was missing.
For 4 years.
And it came back with a Spanish accent.
Like,
As you know.
El
would
parrot.
you really be able to tell your parrot, like, after it being gone for 4 years? Or did you go, oh, look, it's grey, and ours was grey, so it's probably...
It's obviously
Maybe it was the neighbour.
Maybe.
This was in Torrance in California, and so it could have been a Mexican, maybe.
Maybe I went to Mexico.
Arriba.
Arriba. But the parrot first spoke with a British accent, which is even more confusing.
Because they lived in Southern California.
Yeah,
I'm highly confused now.
this is getting ridiculous. This is a very
And
multicultural
it was an
parrot.
African grey parrot, so it literally has.
It's the lowest
You probably went to Australia.
This
and
parrot-
it's covered pretty much everywhere. Now.
This parrot will be the representative for world peace.
Exactly.
Well,
Screw the doves.
just
No
what-
parrot.
what?
You said the S word.
Are you playing the sound effect now?
No.
I thought that was the cue for some
Oh, sorry.
sound effect.
I'll put in a sound
Oh,
effect if you really
Yes,
want
please,
it.
I do.
Oh.
Titillator's rhyme.
Okay then.
I said titillate on the radio. Oh,
Thanks.
well,
Thanks
I
very much.
wasn't expecting that. One more story. We've got new iPhones came out recently. The iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus, and
If
they're-
you've managed to miss how they are absolutely everywhere.
yeah, they're the new Ebola. We went from Ebola to iPhones. Hey, we need that a lot more in this show.
As you can tell, Ryan has just discovered the hotkeys, and he's
Keep going.
now he's trying to block me out.
Welcome to Rimshot Weekly. Well, an astrologer, Susan Miller, note I said astrologer,
Oh.
has said that it is the wrong time to buy an iPhone right now.
Because the universe has said so.
And not just because they're probably sold out everywhere,
Or because they're expensive.
but because the universe has said no. Why exactly? Because Mercury, the planet Mercury, have you heard of it?
Obviously, not a known Apple supporter.
Yeah.
You know, much
I
more,
think
of, a, much more
Merc-
of a Microsoft kind of.
Yeah, they actually have a
Oh,
Windows phone,
gee,
those weirdos. And Mercury is in retrograde between October 4th and 25th, which is a period of cosmic slowing when the planet appears to be travelling backwards. And apparently this time, when the planets are like this, it's notorious for misunderstandings and technological failures.
Sorry, I zoned out there.
This is completely
So
crazy.
Mercury and Apple are in cahoots.
No, they're in the opposite of cahoots.
They're in dahoots.
Non-hoots. They don't give a hoots.
What about the owls? What will they say?
Who?
Oh, we have to have this in.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
Thank you.
Swish. Media's here we come.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the planet Mercury, which we already pointed out is a Microsoft fanboy, doesn't want you to buy an Apple device right now because it's slowing down and will mess with it.
Well, until October 25th, when apparently then it's fine. Like,
it's,
Mercury doesn't care then. Yeah, doesn't give a
If it is
damn.
too late for Halloween,
Exactly.
what happens then?
I don't even know. It's incredible.
It's just
But she's an astrologer, and I always remember Dara O'Brien. And thanks to Dara O'Brien, I know the difference between an astrologer and an astronomer. Astronomer, strom, nom, nom. Science is lovely. Astrologer, ologer, log, what you do in the toilet. So that's the difference. Thank you. I now know the difference between the actual science of astronomy and the fake laddie-da, let's look at the sky and pretend stuff is happening, astrologers. Oh, astrology, you're beautiful.
I should point out that we were going to do star readings next week.
No, dear. Sorry.
Are we?
Okay, so
oh,
next
thank God.
next week, unfortunately, we've had to cancel Crystal Swing and Mystic Meg. So sorry about that. Yep. We'll send her back to. She's probably from Donegal as well.
No.
No,
They're from down the country.
down the country.
Pretty much all the country.
Where's Donegal? Up the country?
I don't know.
Up down anyway.
So I think it's an island off the coast of.
So
So
all the crack. What? Sorry. So I'm being whispered to.
stop
here.
whispering.
I'm very confused.
Will we go to a song?
Well, hang on.
No, we won't.
We've got one more story. This is my popular request.
Oh,
Aiden wants to take this.
come on, Edo.
Yes. Of course, we love America on this show. America gives you some of the greatest stories that we've ever seen. And of course, this one is no disappointment, as an American man has been arrested for aggressive mopping, which is I've checked it in the dictionary.
Rim shot.
I've checked it in the dictionary, and that's when you take a mop and you do the process of mopping
Aggressively.
in an aggressive manner.
Did they give it its roots in Latin?
I didn't actually. Know what it is,
Aggressivo Latino Rumo.
Latino.
It's like,
This took a turn.
is this like an offshoot from aggressive brooming?
Well, it actually was. He thought he was curling. The sport of curling.
True. He was getting ready for the Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
Curling,
in
okay. Is that like
South
hurling's horrible cousin on ice?
Yeah.
That's the exact same. With mops.
Oh,
John Thornton,
no.
he was in. He actually paid a visit. So he went into a hotel. He paid a visit to the DoubleTree Hotel in Bristol, Connecticut, the U.S. And he got irritated at the way the cleaner was
like
mopping the
Bristol.
floor. So he didn't even work there. He saw somebody cleaning a floor and went, "That's not how you do it." Grabbed it himself and started to mop in an aggressive manner.
He also started cleaning the hotel employee's shoes multiple times.
Oh dear God!
I can't see my face enough. I want to be able to see the back of my face. That's how clean they have to be. Oh, what? I mean, first of all, why is it Bristol? It should be New Bristol.
It should.
Bristol.
New York, New Jersey,
yeah.
Bristol.
New Amsterdam.
Oh,
Even though New York was
Is that
once New Amsterdam.
is that a controversial comment?
Oh, don't be careful. You'll get the Native Americans after you.
Oh yeah.
Thornton then apparently stopped his mopping, but backed the original mopper, the person that was actually employed to mop, into a corner, leaving her shaken and crying because of his aggressive manner.
Please recall, and Thornton was charged with breach of the peace. What?
What piece?
Well, listen, lads, there's some very furious mopping going on. You can hear it.
Oh,
You
no,
can
lads.
hear it in the police station.
No, lads. You need to have enough of that. No,
Gardaí were called.
you can't do that.
You can't be doing this. Oh, I just love stories like this, especially America. It's just such a weird place.
We will, from next week onwards, we will have a special American section, so tune in to...
That's going to be
Nice
super
tease.
exciting.
it's going to be super
Nice
exciting.
tease, very nicely teased. We're hoping to get Barack Obama himself on the show.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
No,
Hey,
no.
Barry,
I,
he's
I
listening.
have him in my contacts, so
Do you?
we'll get him.
We'll bring him up to Barack Obama Plaza and embarrass the entire country.
Beautiful.
Cool. Have you seen that? Have you?
I think he invested in it.
It is absolutely incredible. We have a petrol service station named after the President of the United States.
Of a different country.
Of a different country.
The Vladimir Putin.
Well, would you go to the
towers.
Michael D. Higgins Plaza?
No,
No.
No, I wouldn't go to
not
the.
especially. Rare.
I wouldn't go to the Barack Obama.
It'd be
one
tiny
either.
for one thing.
Oh. Play it.
Sorry.
Play it. Come on.
What? I have to play it now.
You have to
Okay.
play it. Come on.
I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
Aha! Convenient.
There it is.
Ah,
There it is.
convenient. See the way he does this. Okay, that'll do. That'll do.
And of course, staying with our topic, which is of course parrots, we've decided to go with a parrot themed song for the next one, and it's going to be Nirvana's Polly.
Just try and look on the bright side while you're at it.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Journos right here on DCFM, and of course, you should know by now what it's time for. The time to get a bit slow
It's probably our
talking
most popular
segment
of
on
our
the
show.
show. Time to get slow talking and a bit smooth. Time for Dear Ryan, ladies and gentlemen, the part where we get our agony uncle.
Hello, babies.
There he is.
Oh, he's so he just makes me. He's not even. Are you an uncle?
I'm an uncle of 3.
Okay.
So, will we just get straight into it? Are you ready?
We don't need no foreplay, baby.
That's right. That's right.
We just
So,
go straight for
So
that.
we'll head straight in. Dear Ryan, I just want to start by quickly saying your Monaghan accent is very attractive.
Oh, no. Don't bring me down, baby. We know
That's a very touchy subject.
that's a very touchy subject that I don't want you to touch.
Listening to
There's like some other-
yesterday, I couldn't help but really convince myself that it's tough to be a student these days.
Oh,
I'm heading into college next year, and I just want your opinion on whether it's the right thing to do. Should I go ahead and focus on going to college, or should I just try and get a job?
Baby,
By the way, I want to study horticulture.
oh, horticulture.
Yours, concerned student.
The only thing you should be concerned about is visiting me whenever you go to college. You gotta go, you gotta come, and you gotta enjoy yourself. You study horticulture, let me ask you, what do you prefer? Carrots or parsnips?
I mean, that's. I guess that's horticulture. I was thinking that.
I'm also open to cucumbers.
Oh.
Only on weekends.
Dear Ryan.
We should just quickly move on.
Yeah, that's
before
on to the
we
next
go
question.
on.
This one we got in has actually been asked to read in a certain type of accent, so let's try and give this a bash.
Oh, roleplay.
It's some kind of role anyway. Dear Ryan, Jesus, that was some game last night. What? After your man Cruz's goal, I thought we were absolutely banjaxed. Along comes Super O'Shea and sticks in the net. Move over, Ray Houghton. Smashing. Anyway, my question is about the reclassification of Pluto as a planet. What is all that shite about? Yours, football fan.
Oh,
Smashing.
don't you say the S word, baby. You don't want to mess up that beautiful exotic accent for me. I love it. But some say out of sight, out of mind. Some say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that's what I think's happened. But let me say, John O'Shea put in a request. And he got what he wanted. That's what you should do with your lives, everybody. Listen up to me, kittens. I'll talk to you all next week.
Can we put Dear Ryan back in his box now?
Yeah, I think so.
That was our agony uncle, our world famous now agony uncle, one Dear Ryan. He's very dear
I'm
to us.
banned in 30 countries.
One of them's actually Ireland, so I don't know how we're getting away with this right now. Oh, wonderful!
I don't know whether he actually said anything about Pluto being a planet.
No,
he's
he completely
gone
ignored
now,
the question.
Absence makes the heart grow stronger.
Oh, you said
That's
that bit.
right,
That's right.
Yeah, he
Yes.
did. Anyway, he's gone.
He's thank goodness.
Back in his cage.
Take a drink of something, will you?
Yeah,
Down that.
I get a bit sweaty here.
Down, boy.
I got
I left my sweat at home for today. I can't handle this. Anyway, if you want to send in your suggestions for Dear Ryan, you can tweet us at BonJournosDCUFM. Or you can message us on Facebook as well. We're on Facebook. It's facebook.com/BonJournos.
Journos DCUFM.
Yeah,
It's on Facebook.
I can't believe we got that URL. Who'd have thought it?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Of course, you can message the studio here at dcufm.com. You'll see the box there.
But we need to check it still. There's probably about 100 of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
sorry.
course.
But we'll get back to you.
So
We'll,
popular.
We're just popular at the moment.
Log on to dcufm.com and you can see Owen and Sean's smiling faces.
That's very true.
We love them. And next week we're happy to announce a new segment on the show. Oh, okay, I promised this already, so it's bound to happen. We're going to be introducing our roving reporters. Woo! Do we have an audience for that? Do we have a hockey?
no, we have this.
No? Okay. All right.
That's close enough.
That's close
Very
enough.
disappointing.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
miss.
it's probably more accurate because we've one fan.
We've one fan, but we're getting two
There
reporters.
they are. Look,
There you go.
Hey, okay, it's fine. It's
He
fine.
has one fan, but he's got lots of hands.
Yes,
It's pretty
that's
amazing.
very true.
We're going to have one Mr. Jamie Concannon and one Mr. Cormac O'Shea joining the show as our roving reporters.
Because we want to get you more involved with the show. We want to check out your opinions. What do you think about the new stories this week and stuff that's just happening around campus? And
We want your first person analysis of what we were
Very
talking
true.
about.
What do you think of Iran?
because
Stuff like that. Russia
Parrots.
or ISIS?
parrots.
Parrot.
Would you care if they changed accent?
I really would. I don't think that would be like Jim McGuinness speaking in a Cork accent. Can you
The
imagine that?
Scottish accent.
Oh, no.
Oh, I see what
I
you
see
did
what you're doing
there.
there.
I wouldn't want though a Spanish parrot. I wouldn't mind
Why
anything
not?
else, but not really Spanish. I don't know. It's Spanish
if
doesn't
he-
really suit a parrot.
If he said the right thing though, if he said like it is what it is in Spanish, is SOCKS, and then you could just put on your socks as well.
Yes,
You can make an amazing video, and then it could be big in Spain too, and then you can make a big.
Why
joke.
do you know this?
I don't know what
I don't know.
Do you do
Sorry,
Spanish
anyway.
in the leaving?
No, I just knew that. That's
Okay.
all the Spanish I know.
I forget all the French I knew and the Gaelic as well, which
What
is great.
What do you call
I'll
us?
show you the whole day.
What do you call a Spanish gardener? Gracias. But anyway,
let's just have a moment of silence as we stare at Ryan, and we're done.
If you can see him in the studio, please stare at him too.
He's embarrassing everyone,
Yes.
especially us.
we have
Anyway, new section next week, Roving Reporters. So come in and check them out. You'll notice them. They're the two big.
They're going to be
guys.
wearing Journos stickers on their tops. You will get a Journos sticker for
if you come and talk.
if you come and talk to us.
And by
too.
that we mean probably one of those white stickers that we just write Journos on. That's close enough.
We can write it in your
the only
forehead.
one with them, so.
We'll say in your body parts. And yeah, we have a surprise section going on here
Yes, we did.
because for one thing, it was a certain member of us
it was
had
a very special day.
It's a very special day.
And
Happy
yeah.
budget to you.
it wasn't just the budget day. Oh, was it, Kevin?
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is oh my God! You got me a stripper. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell you what we did
moly.
do. Me and Aiden were
We've worked really hard on this.
we were busy all week. We were in the
All
studio
week.
all week, and we just wanted to play you a little something. Are you gonna? Okay, well, I'll play it.
Okay. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Look at this. The studio is now surrounded by people dancing around. Oh my God! Look at this cake. This is incredible. Where did this come from? Dude, literally our hearts. The new ringtone.
Keeps going.
It keeps going. Live in studio right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You've captured true me. I am an Arkansas governor. This is the greatest present I've ever received on the radio.
Open your gifts! Blow out your candles! Kevin!
That was so good. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
You're
I'm so
very
touched.
welcome. And if you do see Kevin, especially if you're of the female variety, come up and give
Hello.
him
Give him a
hug.
big
He's
fat
a big
hug.
cuddly bear,
I'm lovely.
cuddly teddy bear, and he just wants a hug.
Ah, bless. Thank you, gentlemen. I don't think we can top that show. Are we done for this week?
I think
Are we
so.
finished? When's your birthday? We've got to do something for you now.
I was in September, so yes.
Oh, well,
Christmas in September.
well,
Oh, December.
give me lots of presents.
No.
Don't you just love
It's not like a
Simpsons?
Jason Derulo song.
Probably. No, it's not because he doesn't say Jason Derulo at the start.
Jason Derulo.
Now he does.
No, he does. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. That's another fine edition of Journos right here in DCU FM. It's great as always.
Thank you
gentlemen.
very much.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
We enjoyed your company. If you did text in, we will get to you next week. And again, check out our Oven Reporters. We'll have our American section next week. And definitely, check in.
Probably my birthday next week as well for the crack.
We might go into that section again.
Yeah. We pick someone's birthday. Can I just say I share a birthday with Eamon De Valera and Cliff Richards. Cliff Richard.
Well, there you go.
I mean, what more could a man want? They're literally the same person. Thank you all so much for listening. Right here on DCU FM, Ireland's best studio radio station. Oh, see what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm getting the plugs in.
DCU FM.
We
We go to a song and leave you.
close
think
out
we
with
will.
a song.
I have one I promised you earlier.
Oh, you
Hold.
do.
It's called Money.
See,
Now we've got some money.
We've managed to
See, I'm opening my card, and what am I finding?
money.
Hey!
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Totally went over my head.
And remember,
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
We'll see you next week.